Welcome to another episode here at Deep Mountain Security. Today I want to show you how to create the Swiss Army knife of USB drives, or the R2-D2 of USB drives. So for starters, we're going to go ahead and search something called YUMI Multiboot, spelled like so. And we are going to utilize this tool to help us create a USB drive that you can then you can use it to put multiple live Linux distributions on your USB drive, along with a huge assortment of tools and all other kinds of things. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. I've currently got a USB drive. It's a 64 gigabyte USB drive. Nice thing about this method, and there's another way of doing this that works better for Windows. For example, if you're creating Windows-based installation media, then this isn't the way to go because it won't work very well, I can tell you from experience. But if you're doing, there's a huge list of things that we can do using this method. And the nice thing about this is, so you can see I've got a SanDisk here, and it currently has a couple of files on there. We're not going to touch these files, and they will stay on the drive because it does not require for us to format the drive. All right, so we've got our file downloaded. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and run this, and it's going to load up a screen. We're going to click I agree. And then I've got this USB drive right here. So we can format the drive if we really want to. Looks like there's a new NTFS format here. That's pretty recently. But anyways, so you'll notice if I drop down this list to select what I'm going to put on it, there is a huge list here of all kinds of tools and Linux distributions and just tons and tons of different things. Okay, so I was wrong about the Windows installers. It looks like they might have recently added support for that. So we might try one of those here in another day. But anyhow, so some of you have asked how to get Cali running on a USB drive, and this is my preferred method for doing it because it allows you to put multiple stuff on here. So that's actually going to be, we can actually type Cali. See here. Here we go. Here's Cali, and so we can click on that, and we can either browse to an ISO we have of Cali, or we can hit visit the Cali homepage, which if we click on that, and it'll open up Microsoft Edge, it'll take us to the distribution's website where we can then proceed to the download page to download Cali and continue from there. So we're going to pick one of these, and we're just going to take something simple here that's not too big. We can go ahead and try Gparted. So I'm going to visit the Gparted homepage. This is always a good tool to have on a drive. So we're going to click on the stable release, as that's always useful. And then we're going to click on the download latest version. And then here in a couple seconds, this should start downloading. So while that's doing that, another thing I want to show you over here is this view or remove installed distros feature. So when I click on that, it's going to pull up this space right here, and what will appear right here, probably better to demonstrate this later, what's going to come up is all the installed distributions, so that way you can remove different files from your drive. I'm actually just going to make this go really fast. Alright, now that it's finished downloading, we can go ahead and go back to selecting Gparted. Alright, so now that that's finished downloading, we can go ahead and browse to our new ISO file. Let's go to downloads. There's our ISO file. We can open that up. And we've got all our properties selected, so we can go ahead and click create. So I don't currently have SysLinux on here, and so this is perfectly fine. So I can go ahead and click yes, and it's just going to rename my USB drive and put all the files on it that are needed. Alright, now that's done. Yes, we want to add more. If we can go to view or remove installed distros, you'll see that one's right there. So let's go ahead and do that for a couple more items that we might find useful. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and put dban on it. I find that this is always a useful tool to have, and I highly recommend it for securely wiping hard drives before getting rid of them. If you guys want a video on that, go ahead and let me know in the comments below, and we'll make sure and do that. I might actually do that one anyways, but if you want it faster, go ahead and let us know in the comments below. We'll make sure to go ahead and do a video on it. But anyhow, so this is about done downloading. And then as soon as that finishes, we can go ahead and exactly like the other one, oh, might help if I select that, we can go ahead and browse to our file, click dban, and then create, and this should go really fast because it's really small. And now if I go ahead and open up it again and go to view and stuff, we can go ahead and we could uninstall it or remove one of these if we really wanted to, but I'm not going to do that. So we'll go ahead and click cancel now that we're done, and then I'm going to go ahead and click reboot, and we can go ahead, close out of everything here. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and try restarting now. So I've already gone ahead and made the modifications to my BIOS necessary to boot to a removable media. Alright. So as you can see here, we boot to our multi-boot USB. This is YUMI, and there's ways to change the background on this. And let me tell you, to get it to work here in VMware, it was a big pain. But if you want a video on that too, go ahead and let me know in the comments below. But you can see we've got our two utilities here. I'm actually still not on the Windows thing anymore, or the Windows virtual machine. I had to create a new one for this. But you can see we can go ahead and open these up, and you've got everything you've ever wanted. You can boot to all kinds of stuff. So using this utility, we can actually add a ton of distros and utilities. Let's go ahead and restart this again just so we can show you guys how that works. So here we go. It boots up, and you've instantly got all your tools. So you can continue to boot to the original hard drive if you absolutely want to. If not, then you can go down to your tools. And so this will add more menus as you continue to get more and more distros onto this. And I do plan on adding a lot more onto this particular USB drive. But that's essentially how you make it work. And so using YUMI Multi-Boot, we can go ahead and add just tons of utilities to help us do all kinds of things, especially as a professional. I find this very key to a lot of the things I do, being able to have a little USB drive with just tons of applications on it that I can quickly boot to as needed. All right, this is Deep Mountain Security. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching.